Yo, what's up, Pool fam? We are back. Sorry, I am a little bit late. I did say mid-morning this morning, but I'm not sure where you guys are here in Australia. But on the Central Coast, New South Wales, it is an absolute perler of a day. It's 27 degrees. We're absolutely stoked. It's going to be a great start to the summer. So, anyway, today the live. I've been told I've got to keep it short and sweet, so hopefully maybe maximum 5 minutes. But what I want to show you guys today is about pool filter elements. It's one of the most common products that we have and we sell. And obviously a question that we get asked a lot by you guys out there, what size they are, how often they should be replaced, how to maintain them, how to clean them, all of that kind of stuff. So I want to go top to bottom. I'm going to make it nice and quick for you. But before we break down the cartridge filter elements, where do these things come from? Well, I'll show you. So over here, we've got what they call cartridge filter completes, right? So this is what it will look like. If you've got a pool filter like this, they do come in various sizes. Now, there are hundreds of them out on the market. Different brands, different models, different sizes. All of this stuff is going to define what type of cartridge filter you need, right? So let me get you set back up there. Perfect. Okay, so what I want to start with the cartridge filters firstly is the difference in sizes of these things. Now, they do vary by a few millimeters. They can literally be a fraction or two off, and that is going to define whether what model will or won't fit into your application. There is not one size fits all. So when you measure cartridge filter elements, commonly people measure them from the outside edge, which isn't wrong, but what we need to ensure is around the top and the center there, you can see that raised center is by maybe 3 to 5 mil, give or take which model you've got. Now you've got that on each end. So technically, you need to take the length of the filter through the core. So put your tape measure through the middle and get your overall length. Then you find out your hole diameter and you find out your overall filter diameter as well. That will give you the true measurement of your cartridge filter. Now, if you do take it from the outside edge, like I said, that's also fine, but you just got to remember to maybe take a few mil off for that raised core. These are in 99% of filters. There are some out there that don't have a raised core. I actually have one here as an example. That one is literally half a mil high compared to the other one. So anyway, food for thought. Now, what I wanted to cover off today was the two different types of cartridge filters, but also a new thing that Mr. Poolman and Water Technics has brought to the pool industry for cartridge filters. You can see the ends of these filters, which is what we call an end cap. These are now ABS plastic. So in time gone by, other filter brands out there have used a molded end cap, which is molded with it's like a hard rubber on borderline plastic. But we've gone one further. We've invested in a mold to actually give us an ABS plastic end. Like, this will not crack, it will not split ever. So much so, we actually now give our filters a 2-year warranty. So it is very much the first in the industry. As far as I know, if I'm wrong, please tell us. Love to see where the other ones are. But this is an absolute game changer for cartridge filters, and they're going to last longer, and your maintenance is going to be far easier on these. You can literally just throw them, not that you need to, and they won't break. So here is an example of just 3 different models, and you can see the different sizes in them, right? Let's unpack this one, for example. Now, for this filter, you can see we've got a lot of reinforcing bands around the filter. Again, we've added extra to most of the models than what you commonly get out in the pool industry here in Australia. Now, these reinforcing bands, whilst they are there to help support the pleats, they do not impact the performance of the filter if they do split. They are known to wear and tear and can split or fray anywhere from 12 to 24 months old. That does not deem a warranty fault. These are purely there to help support the pleats and to ensure that there's a nice even filtration and water flow happening throughout your cartridge filter element. So yes, we have more, but yes, they will still split over time with general use, wear and tear. I've touched on the end caps and how these are now ABS molded, which is awesome. But what you can also see inside these, this model in particular has got a reinforced core. But in the other models, the core in these ones, so you can see there on the inside, those little bumps in the middle of the tube there. Now that's the reinforced core. So other filters in the market, we have also seen that these can literally implode. So they look like these just get squashed. They get squashed in from the water pressure. Those reinforced cores there are going to help stop that from happening. Again, another reason why we add a 2-year warranty on Water Technics elements. This filter in particular is a new anti-back filter that we've recently brought out. Now this model here is a Jandy CS150. Now you can see it's quite big, bigger than the others. And obviously the noticeable difference here is the antibacterial microban filter material. So this stuff did originate from the US, where pools are commonly put to sleep during winter. So people would leave their element inside the tank for a prolonged period of time during winter, and then the antibacterial filter element would stop the, or would, stop the inhibit of bacteria into the element. Now, that's probably not quite applicable here in Australia, but we are still seeing that it's a good precautionary measure to get antibacterial filtration material. Now, as you can appreciate, a lot of bacteria, debris, filter gunk is going to build inside these. So any sort of preventative material that we can stop the inhibit of bacteria is going to be a plus. Now, these do vary in price, anywhere from $20 to $30 more than the standard cartridge filter elements, but we do recommend it's a bit of a no-brainer. It's the same amount of filter material per square ounce. So this is a 3 ounce as this is. Now, I don't quite know what that is in Australian terms because the supplier's given it to me in American terms, which is 3 ounce. But these are dense enough for the Australian market. Basically, that's all we need to know. The pleats, the amount of pleats also do vary depending on the model that you've got. So obviously, this model here could have far more pleats inside the filter than even a filter of similar size than others that are out there. So anyway, that's a top to bottom of cartridge filter elements. We are highly recommending the antibacterials this summer. We have them all in stock, as you can see behind us. There's an absolute ton of them. Plenty of stock. We do recommend them, and I will say it again, the Water Technics cartridge filters have a 2-year warranty. If you're unsure, check our website. It's all listed on our website, and you won't be disappointed.